Or did it just happen? Pastor Dave's very kind, right? So last time I got sick, I was talking to him. I said, I'm so sick. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Oh my God. Oh my God. I literally, I won't say how I felt, but it was bad. My gums hurt. The back inside of my throat hurts. When most people get an itch and they feel like, oh no, I'm getting sick, that's why I'm getting tingles. In the back of my eyelids, in the front of the inside of my eyelids as well, and my eyeballs, scratchy, pain and stabbings. The inside of my earlobes, that's wow. And the hospital has given me opioids, and I have them in my room. But to keep from becoming an opioid junkie, they sit there as a testament to the fact that I know my God cares. And I put up a Tylenol and take it knowing weapons, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I don't need tramadol. I got it, but I don't need it. They give me morphine to take home. I threw it away. Percocet, tweeze, that's nothing. I get that easy. I get Percocet easy, but you know what I get without having to pay for anything? I get a lot of no weapon formed against me. I get a lot of it shall not prosper. I get a lot of understanding that if the weapon that's formed against me shall not prosper, there is something that God put in my life that will prosper, that does prosper. And I gotta find out what that is and walk in that. When I'm walking in that, I'm walking by faith and not by sight. I don't need to see it, God. I don't need to see you do it. I know you fight my battles. I know you fight my battles. I know you fight my battles. I know you fight for me. You fight my battles. He said, get dressed. C'est là. If I could ask Job a question, right, when I get to heaven, I would ask him, is that what God said to you? What did he say? Like, how did it sound? Tell me. I want to know. What did God say to you? Can he give you a shoulder bump and say, I got you? It's hard because I had to brace myself. Because when I realized that this was a situation that I was in, and I was going to have to live what I told you guys, in the midst of the burning fiery furnace, in the midst of the sea, in the midst of the valley of dry bones. If I was going to see a deliverance, if I'm going to see a deliverance, it's got to be God that delivers me through it all. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them out of them all. And out of them all, through them all, that means I have to move through something. I mean, I got to be on one end of it and come out on the other side of it. I got to see what it looks like from the other end, outside of it. It does not look like this. On the other side, even if I mess up going through, even if I don't do everything I'm supposed to do, even if I don't make a smile on my face every time I see you, when I come out of what I'm going through, it will not look, my life will not look like this. Because that's the way I grow from it. For mess ups and for mix ups, right? For sadness and for smiles. When I come out of it, I'm going to look different. I think Ashley, I said, oh, Miss Carol. Miss Carol and Ashley, probably. I said, I want to look like gold. I'm going to come out as pure as gold. I'm going to come out as pure gold. I'm tired of being in the broken pottery line, right? That line that says, okay, I submit to you, God, right? Break me so you can fix me. I've been there since I was born. Break me so you can fix me. Why can't I reflect you? I believe both these images are in Jeremiah, right? At one point, he describes a potter, right? The potter sees some defect in the clay, and so what the potter does, he picks it up and smashes it. He smashes it, right? So that he can pick it up and start all over again, right? Broken to be fixed. On the other end of it, I think Jeremiah is the one that also talks about being as pure gold, right? So that when God looks into the gold, he sees his reflection. That's the point. I can't go bright. I'm trying to get the money part. I want to be yellow. I got a yellow undertone, and I use a lot of yellow because I'm kind of like Van Gogh on that. Like you think it pays bright when you use yellow, but besides that, I don't care about yellow. I don't care about the yellow gold. They got white gold out there too. I just like silver. I don't want to wear white gold because white gold is fake. To me, it's fake. It could be real, but it's fake to me. Why? Because it's pretending to be something that's not. So the moment I heard about white gold, I was like, ew. Just see yourself gold. Be gold. Do that. Do that good. Be gold. But I want God to be able to see his reflection in me. I'm tired of being broken to be fixed. I'm broken to be fixed. Hey, broken to be fixed. Let's go. Broken to be fixed. We can do this broken to be fixed over and over and over again. Broken to be fixed. When am I going to walk in the fix? When am I going to stop being broken? Having to be broken, right? Because it's the story goes, the potter sees the fact in the clay, and it picks it up and shatters it. The potter doesn't get tired of picking you up and breaking you and then making you again, and breaking you and making you and breaking you and making you. He does not get tired of it because he knows he's invested in you. He's invested in you because so he knows that out of you will come something great. But there's to come a time when that pottery gets sick of being broken pieces and moves over to the other side. Going from broken to be fixed, broken to be fixed, broken to be fixed, to see me, God. And when you see me, I look like you. I want to point out the fact that he has a nose like me, eyes like me, lips like me. I'm made in his image, right? He chose me. I'm tired of being broken. Because if I'm broken, I can't tell that he looks like me. He is not broken, so if he breaks, maybe he has to break me. I might have an eye over there, a tooth over there. I don't look like him, but if I'm like pure gold, and when he looks at me, because he always tests the pure gold, doesn't he? He has to do it so that he sees the reflection of himself. Otherwise, he won't know there's a reflection to be had. So when he picks me up to test me for reflecting, I want to reflect, and I can't reflect and be broken at the same time, can I? Better yet, I was on crutches the entire year, 2022. I was on crutches for a year, for an entire year. More than that. About a year. But at any point in time, I've submitted God's image on those crutches. At any point in time, did I look like God? Maybe in the face. But God, remember, you don't have 4 legs. You only got 2. So I got 2 normal legs and then 2 artificial ones that I use to carry me through. I can't be broken and look like God. God is abundant. He's not broken, right? I can't be broken and look like God. It ruins the image. Creating God's image, but my brokenness ruins the image. It's okay to come broken before him and let him fix you, but don't keep being broken. I know I've done it. Some of us sit in the broken state because we want to be repaired. Why? Because if I'm being repaired, that means that I can't go into a fire that's hotter than the one that I'm in. Don't you want to win? You can't win if you're broken. Because people haven't broken no fight. If it's a war and you got a broken leg, they're going to send you back to the infirmaries. And Florence Nightingale will come help you. Because, I live in, I guess, 1912. I don't know when. Late 1700s. Who cares? But if you're in infirmaries, you can't help me. Fight the battle. What does that look like? Selah. We've discussed the battle before, but I've never said what it looks like. And the funny thing is, Miss Marlene said this once. She's like, Jamie, you're giving us another image. Because usually when people look at the Bible, I said I never look at it the way other people do. They always have the same answer. And I'm looking at the same Bible, right, reading, and I'm answering the same questions in the same book. And my answer's never like anybody else's, ever. Because I look from the inside out. People look from the outside in. They're reading it. I literally put myself into the story so I can see it, right? If I can see it, it's like an artist. If I can't see it, right? Prime example. I'm still making art piece for Alicia. I asked, and she said, she's like, that would be so nice. So I'm making an art piece for Alicia, something small. And so what I did is I took 2 pieces of aluminum foil and glued them to a board. And I know what I'm doing. But most people look at that, right? And say, Victoria said, she said, Jamie, most people would look at your stuff and say, what in the world? This girl lost her mind. I used rotten oranges to say I'm sorry to Pastor David. Some of the orange peels I cleaned off. Some. But I spray painted it. I wanted it to be molded. That thing is made completely of trash and the shape of a heart. The board is in the back of this peeling in the shape of a heart. Impressionistic, right? Inside of me, I still got a heart, but my heart is unrepentant. And what I am saying is mi impotento corazon, right? The heart in me is still non-repentant. I'm sorry. Break my heart, God. And he did it. He was supposed to be able to do it, right? That doesn't even that a father figure would be strong enough to break your heart when you need it. Otherwise, it's not a father. Figure that out. If they are too weak to break your heart, then you don't have a dad. I said, the one thing I need, right, and I don't like getting it, but the one thing I need is discipline. I know, I believe it. I believe the reason why I'm all over the place and I do whatever I want to do is because people let me. So I can't help myself. I just do whatever I want to do. I don't think about other people. I don't like being like this. We all need somebody to come in and, I'm telling you, discipline you. You need somebody to beat you. People always tell me, Jersey, Jane, you need to be Mom, your business. I don't need nothing. I'm just fine the way I am. No, because see, here's the thing. I was in my house, in my apartment, always by myself, sad. Birthdays, everything, by myself, sad. Always by myself. And I said, I don't need nobody, so nobody can't be here. I also don't need nobody to write to me. You need nobody that can come alongside you. I had no friends. Now, it wasn't all me here, but the thing, what I'm getting at is when you do exactly what you want all the time, and you don't care about nobody but yourself, you end up living alone. I said, who is going to help? Lindsay. That's exactly who Lindsay is. They run up and down the halls, stomp, kick walls, do whatever they want to do, but if I turn my TV on, she's listening for it. And she starts kicking the wall, kicking closet doors, kicking everything. I have to run from room to room to get away from her. Who's going to help Lindsay? Who's going to help Lindsay understand you cannot always have it your way? Because, yeah, she's getting evicted from here. I mean, I knew they were going to wait the year. I knew they were. They just said it's easier. It's just easier for me to just not evict her and just wait until her lease is up and not sign it. Even Pastor Tim said that. Yeah, she's just going to wait until her lease is up. I knew knew that. I knew that back then. But she said, we just said, okay, it's going to be about a year before this thing goes through, so y'all got to buckle down. I said, what do you mean we? Why do I got to buckle? You the one that's down. I don't like it, but I had to be sacrificed. It makes a lot more sense to wait for her lease to be up. Waiting for her lease to be up, all that means is you will have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on an eviction. Yeah, she's destroying the ceiling, but tiles run what, $2 a piece? Forget my artwork and my life. You get a tile for like $2, can't you? We all right. She just tormented me. How do I respond to it? How do I respond to it? When God said what? Oh God, thank you, Jesus. He said, for it is by grace you are saved. Not by works. It is a gift of God, right? Not by works, so no man can boast. No man can boast in it. No man gets to boast in grace. I'm not sure Jesus ever boasts in grace. Because I don't see Jesus walk around with I don't see Jesus with a cross t-shirt on. We wear crosses like we nuts. We wear a curse around our neck like we nuts. I don't see Jesus walk around with a cross on his chest like, bam, I died on the cross. What did that say? I am Jesus, I died on the cross. What? The thing is, he doesn't have to. Because if you're in his presence and you don't know that you've been touched by Jesus, the cross is not an effect for you. You are not affected by the cross. I love to walk around with a curse on me to show that I am blessed. Do I? Right? Because the moment you see the curse, what do you think? I saw an episode of Scrubs, and JD decided to put on a hospital coat. He doesn't normally wear a coat. JD wears scrubs. So JD put on a hospital jacket, and then the cops usually wears a coat. And so does Kelso, just certain doctors. Snoop Dogg intern, a Snoop Dogg resident, he wears a coat. Turk and JD wear scrubs. They're cool to wear scrubs, just as they are, right? The moment, and there's one episode that JD picked up a coat. Everybody looked at him and said, what in the world's wrong with you? You could tell that the coat just did not fit him. It was not meant for him. Who's wearing you? When people looked at JD, they went out to play pool, right? So people were looking at him, and he was playing pool in his coat, which normally I guess would be okay for a doctor to do. But he's there because they're going in and scrubs all the time. It's the same bar, they go in all the time and they scrubs. But when JD put on that coat, they said, what is going on with you? Turk said, yo, we can hang out with the biggest dork in the place. They didn't have a problem with JD, and they don't have a problem with JD being a doctor. They know JD's a doctor, and he's a great doctor. They just kept asking. Everybody kept asking, why are you wearing that coat? Cox said, why are you wearing that coat? Kelso said, spiffy coat. I'll say it again. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. A coat is always okay when it's cold. A coat is always okay when it's cold. But the only time that a coat is not okay, because I put my coat on in the summertime. When I have fibro crisis, and when I get sick, I will put on a coat and just wrap myself up and just tense my muscles up and just shake, which is bad because you're not supposed to put stress in your muscles. They're already overworked and acting out to be overworked. But in order for me to deal with the pain, so I don't have to go to the hospital and they put me on morphine again or phentermine, I put myself in my big puffy coat and I lay on the floor and I just shake. I just dance. Tense my muscles up. In the summertime, I do it. It's okay to do it in the summertime. I deal with anxiety, but anxiety is not that bad. The point behind me having to take 2 anxiety medications is so that the mind, where the mind goes, the body follows. They have to slow my mind down so that way my body won't be overactive. Because if I don't slow my mind down, literally, I'm running up and down this hall all day long doing stuff. Grandma always told me clean as you grow. So every time I see something out of place, if I see a scrap on the floor, or I think, oh, I really want to wipe this wall. Okay, well, now that I wipe this wall, I gotta wipe the whole wall because the whole thing looks greasy to me now. It looks weird, right? So and sit down with Jamie, just relax. I just stress myself out a little bit right there. That's my life. That's all I live. So when I have a crisis, I put a coat on and I just shake. I take my medicine, I put a coat on and I just shake it through. Still sore, y'all. Pray for me. I told Kirk we knew a crisis was coming because TMJ came Tuesday. And I knew it was TMJ because it was switching sides. I said, either I broke my jaw or I mean, seriously, so that I don't lose my mind, because fibromyalgia causes pain all over your body. And you never know where it's coming from. And it's just a pain, like you might get pain in your toe, the big toe on your left foot, and your calf on your right foot, and your butt cheek on the left foot, and your back, the sciatica is crazy. I got diseases that the older people have that doesn't make any sense to me. Sciatica is nuts. But I will not get on a walker or a cane anymore. I threw my walker and my cane away. I evicted them. Remember that? Evict. Get out. Pain in my fingertips, that's the worst part. Who that was bad yesterday? Pain in my fingertips. It feels like someone is just taking a hammer over and over again, smashing your fingers. Just smashing it for no reason. So you just need something to tell your mind, because what it is your hypothalamus. I said, why can't I just get a new hypothalamus, Dr. Beckwith? He was like, Jamie. Basically what fibromyalgia is at the level that I have it, explain to me. It's almost like Kirk said, you had to have either been in a plane crash. He said, are you scared of heights? I said, no. I mean, yes, but not no plane, no. I love getting on planes. But scared of heights, absolutely. He said, because we looked at your labs, it looks like you either in a plane crash or you in a really bad accident, 4-car pile up, and you were in a coma. That was really, really bad car accident. Or a plane crash. Which one? I was like, think. Neither. Neither one. So I put on a coat and shake. The pain is really bad, right? So put on a coat and shake. I got my own thing that I do. I said, I don't care what Lindsay does, just as long as I have a thing. But the problem is, if I don't react to her thing that she's doing, it gets worse. What coat am I wearing? I'm Jamie, so I know nobody's going to do anything about Lindsay. I knew from the beginning she wasn't planning to do anything. I said she can do something, and she's not doing it. I promise you. Because the love of all money. Oh, no, sorry. All evil, right? The love of money is the root of all evil. An eviction costs thousands of dollars. Why get an eviction when the girl going to be out in a year? And I'm telling you, she's not leaving. She's a squatter. She is not leaving. But that's not my business. Because I am. Let's move it downstairs. Maybe. If Casey still allows me. But I can't wait till April, because April, it's a sign, a big sign comes up that says, or in the March, says, Jamie, this is no longer your problem. She'll be able to stomp and kick and do whatever she wants, and it will not affect me. I'm leaving. I have to put on a different coat. JD got on the coat, and they're looking at him like this and that doesn't fit you. Why are you wearing that? That looks crazy. Here's the thing. Why didn't they say that to Joseph the moment? I said the problem with it, a coat is always okay. A coat is always okay until somebody close you wear that. That's why I have a problem with the mantle. Because Elijah said, what can I do for you, Elisha? Elisha said, give me a double portion of the anointing that is in you. Elijah responded to him from that point. But then when Elijah went to heaven, see, when you ask for, right, a double portion, you are just getting a portion of what that person has. You don't know what that person got. When you say a double portion, what is a portion? If I have a bowl, a big bowl, right, of beans, and you ask for a double portion, right, of the beans, then I could take a portion of the beans out, choose what a portion looks like to me, and then double that for you and hand it to you. You don't know what you're getting. What is a double portion? He asked you, he said, what can I do for you? That's what Elijah asked him. He said, I want a double portion of what you got, of your spirit. Give it to me. Elijah answered him and said, I can't promise that to you because it doesn't come from me, but if you see me when I'm taken. And then they went on their merry way. Elisha followed who close? Him close, because he's the one that gives the parameters. He said, if you see me when I am taken. So what did Elisha do? He stuck close to him and he watched him like crazy. He said, if you see me when I am taken. So Elisha focused all his attention on seeing Elijah. Every moment, every second of the day, he became a stalker. Good intentions always become a stalker, right? When you tell me or you have me thinking that the gift that God gave you, right, was given for you to do what you want to do. I tell people, I told this one, I said, all the art that I have, I try to put Jesus. People know, Miss D said, Jamie, calm. Because I try to put Jesus in everything I do. Every piece of artwork. Jamie's like a nice orange. Yes, but behind it, you can see it. There's a Jesus behind there, smiling. It's Buddy Jesus. Wink, wink, remember Buddy Jesus? I drew a Buddy Jesus behind there, so it's Jesus in his painting. Flatline. Yes. There's no Jesus in that blessing. As he followed Elijah closely, following him, tying the shoes, everything. The prophet said, it said, company prophet said, so you know your master going to leave today. He said, shh, yes, I know it. So he's following closely. He knew his master was going to leave that day. He's looking at his master. When was he looking at God? You don't need a double portion of what I have. You will get double what you got if you focus on God. Why are you looking at me? I said Jamie's a Pharisee. Okay, that's true. But I'm still searching out God. I want God to work on me. I want God to improve me. Mind your business and look at you. Seriously, mind your business and look at you. She said, didn't you know I'd be about my Father's business? I got business, sweetie. I want on art. I want on God. I want to see me, right? I just submitted again to an impressionism, a museum, gallery, whatever. 2 art pieces.